All right. We are back at the man cave. I got a video for you today. I'm going to try to control myself today. But I did a video about this woman, the mother of the year. Remember the one who gave up her kids to CPS because she was just wanting to have some free time to be with herself? You remember this woman?
Well, okay, so it's two things. So I'm trying to get them to the dad because I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm over it. I do everything by my fucking self, and I've been doing it for years since I was 15. I'm literally 27. I'm about to be 28 this year. Still nothing. Like these niggas don't help. They don't send no Christmas cards, birthday gifts, presents. Literally not a damn thing. And as well, okay, my oldest son is 11, and my daughter's is about to be 3. So you mean to tell me out of 3 years and out of 11 years, y'all lazy ass niggas still ain't come up yet?
Mind you, she's calling somebody else lazy and she's dropping off kids at a shelter. I mean, not a shelter, but a government affiliated building where nobody really cares about you. Hopefully, these kids have a proper home. But this monster is allowed to vouch for them and come back for them whenever she feels like. She can throw them away and then she can just regift them and bring them back once they've been in a much loving home. Anyway, she got into an interview. Good Lord, I don't know why anyone would give this woman a platform, but apparently they did, or she did. So let's go into the interview and I'll do my little thing that I normally do. And I'm going to try to control myself and not talk too much or go on rants.
Well, I wish I could give you the tea, but mine's just a little bit tart, and that's why it's called Leah's Lemonade. And listen, I have a lemonade exclusive. I have a more Lex now. Sis, you have gone very, very viral for some recent videos you've posted, more specifically with you going to the CPS office and going ahead and giving your kids to CPS. I know it's been a lot going on, but I wanted to talk to you because I felt like there was a lot of negativity surrounding this video, and it was very commendable to me. So I wanted to have you on to share your story. How you doing, Lex?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. It was important for me to let you share your story. So I guess tell me what led up to you deciding to go ahead and give your kids to CPS. Where were you at mentally where you were like, you know what, I need help and this is what I need to do to make it better for my family?
So honestly, well, as far as the mental state, I'm perfectly sane. Ain't nothing wrong with me. It's just I love my kids so much. I
So
want
why don't you
more,
have your
but I want
kids?
more for them. So it's like I want more for them so much that it was eating me alive, like my very existence. And every day I'm waking up and going to sleep. I'm like, hell no, this can't be it. Fuck, like no,
Mm.
I'm not going for that. It was just so honestly before this, a lot of people don't know. Outside of the 2 colleges, I was also working 2 jobs.
Mm.
Now obviously I've already let the world know that all I know is the hood. I've grown up in the hood, so obviously I'm on welfare. I get food stamps and stuff,
No shit.
and I was getting child care with JFS. This would now be my second time going through some pure straight BS because of like JFS and stuff. And so this time they took for no reason my child care was still active, but they took my kids off the roster. And I'm like, okay, why'd y'all do that? So you can't get a hold of them for like ever. Um, so it's like once they did that, I ended up losing both my jobs, and I'm like, okay. And before that, like I was, a lot of people don't. I do music, I model and stuff. So like on behind the scenes, my music and stuff was progressing. That's also how I was able to get my house. Like when I got my house, I paid 6,500 cash for it, and
Mm.
my rent is 1,500 monthly. Plus, I'm paying literally like almost $3,000 bills in a
Wait,
month
I'm sorry,
alone.
rent? Or you're paying off your loan? But that doesn't equate. Like, so do you own a home or are you renting out a? Jesus Christ. All right, whatever.
Alone.
Mm.
So yeah, so like when JFS kind of did, I'm like, damn, like that really was like my everything. Like, you know, I, I'm not a lazy person. It wasn't providing for my
Really?
kids or being a mom that was the problem. That's my lifeline. Like
So why don't you
I've
have
been a
them?
mom since I was 15. My identity is mom, so
Mm.
that's what I identify as. But it was just like once they did that, I was like, okay, well, shoot, okay, if I get this bill, I'm like, okay, well, I still got 25 over here. I need to get like it was like
It started to stack up.
yeah. So it was just like okay, I'm not doing this no more. So best believe by the time I do come back for my kids, we're not going to be in the hood no more. I am not going to say we're going to be like Kylie Jenner rich. Shout out to her, but um, period. But it's not like I'm gonna be Kylie Jenner rich. But I'm not. I'm not. You will not see me here in Columbus or
Yeah.
the ghetto parts of Columbus.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So you were irresponsible. You couldn't manage your bills. You had unprotected sex. You made all this debt. You got into all this trouble. Then say, I know I gave up my kids, but I'm not lazy. Honey, that's the epitome of lazy. You can create the life, but you don't want to keep the life. And before anyone even jumps the gun, you have to understand she chose those dudes. You're in the ghetto. I guarantee you they were not scholars, but she chose them anyway. All this time she could have been on birth control, and you had all these kids, and all I hear is about me, me, me. All the things I do, all the things I do. This is ghetto trash behavior at its best. Oh, I'm a model, and I do this and that. Really? That's what's important? Your mental health is more important than your children, so you just give them up. And you, matter of fact, you just said you're sane. So what's the problem, boo boo? What's the problem?
Yeah. So, I guess give me how many kids do you have for
I
people?
have 5 kids,
Mm.
5 beautiful, very intelligent.
And in the videos, you also said that the fathers don't help.
No, so a lot of the people, I'm actually so happy to be able to actually shed light on this.
Oh,
Um,
God, here we go.
so a lot of people, I've been a mom since I was 15. Like, my oldest 2 kids actually came from rape.
Mm.
Yeah, and
Wow.
yes, a lot of people, some of the people who are closest to me know, of course, but my oldest 2 kids came from rape. So I struggled with all of that,
Mm.
and I was secretly working 2 jobs while doing high school. So
Mm.
on my 18th birthday, guess what I did? I
All right, I'm going to stop it again. Listen, this is not against people who have been raped. Not at all, because it does happen. I don't believe a thing you're saying. I don't. I want to see proof. The fact that you brought a camera with you all the way to the office and dropped your kids off because you couldn't handle it. I don't believe a word you say. I want to see a police report. And I don't want to hear, well, not everyone can handle it. It's a traumatizing thing. Well, I don't care. She's a liar. I want proof that this actually happened. And if you didn't, it never happened. I don't believe your word. I don't believe his word. I believe the truth. That's how things go. See how they always go to the, oh, woe is me. This is what happened. I didn't mean for it to happen, blah, blah, blah. And, it was out of my control.
got me an apartment. I paid my rent up for a year and 3 months, and you damn right, I took my babies and I ran. What else was I
Mm.
going to do? Sit here and keep dealing with that shit? No,
Yeah.
no, I'm
Mm.
not. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
um, so I did. I took my kids and I ran. Then I met I met my youngest son's dad, and he was no better. He turned out to be just more of a monster. And
See?
a lot of people's like, oh, the way you talk about him, if people understood what this man did while he was alive, and I'm not even talking
All
about
these women.
the females, and because
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, that's kind of just like what every man does. No man is made to be monogamous.
See?
It's the other stuff that follow behind closed doors.
Yeah.
So a lot of people,
Woman, you couldn't even keep your legs closed and you want to talk about monogamy. Come on. Oh, no man is meant to be that way. You picked them. You keep choosing the same dudes. Okay, fine. You don't want to say the father. Where's your mother? Where was she at all throughout all this? You see what I'm talking about? She just talks this nonsense. Where is your family?
he had a drug issue, and
She's got a drug.
I've been dealing with that. So around the time that he died, me and him, I was kind of like, I found my voice, I found my worth. Like, I was kind of leaving him. It was like a real big messy situation. And I'm not. We can all act like baby mamas and baby dads don't say some of the most fucked up, hurtful. Can I cuss on the radio?
Mm-hmm. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So I'm not gonna make it seem like everybody don't know baby moms, and they say all fucked up and hurtful shit to each other. No, because we've been there. We've done it. Maybe not you, because you don't have kids and stuff. But those who know, they know. So we're not even gonna do that. But a lot of the stuff that he
Why is
does
she on her
behind
phone all
closed
the time?
doors, and even as far as the other people, like a lot of the people that are trying to tell the world the story that they know about me, they literally, I can't. There's not one person that is literally speaking on me that knows what the hell they're talking about. I can,
Mm.
I promise you, not even this man's mother. I mean, unfortunately, it is sad that he's passed away. But like I said, when I found my voice and I found my worth, that's around the time that he died. And he had also had my
Surprisingly.
kids 3 months prior to that when I was in Florida. And do you know I got blamed for that?
Mm.
Yeah. So it's like a lot of people don't realize like a lot of the stuff that I'm dealing with. Like his mom, once detectives came to, cause detectives detectives and FBI they actually took over around the time that he died. They actually took over all my emails, all my social medias, my phone. Like my phone was tapped. Like they really was like not playing and your girl ain't do it. Y'all, it was somebody, but it wasn't me. You know,
Mm.
so I don't know. They're gonna have to figure out that narrative, but and it's like the same people that are saying they know me or this, and that, trying to tell my story are the same people I couldn't ask for help. The same
Mm.
people who said they had my kids are the same people I couldn't ask for help.
Mm.
And I'm like, shit. I wish you had my kids. I wish you was helping me. I mean, if I did have that village that everybody's saying they that I got, I wouldn't have been. I wouldn't be Ryan right now. I would not be sitting here with talking to you, like literally having to tell my story.
Mm.
So, I haven't really like
I
seen
find that
too
hard to
much like
believe.
on social media that I've actually cared about.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, we probably gonna straighten that out.
Yeah. Well, also another huge thing on social media is obviously there's a conversation going around that you gave up your kids and then you went to shake your ass and talked about shaking your ass online. So clear that up for me, or is there something that you want to say to that? Is it true? Is it you gave your kids to CPS and you hit the streets? Like, what's really the tea on that?
Okay, so obviously, yes, I did give my kids to CPS. But it's not to go shake my ass. It's to, give us a better future. So I mean, don't get me wrong. If I do gotta go shake my ass in Futures King of Diamonds Club and bring home maybe 20,000 or something, best believe I'm gonna take that 20,000 and put that into a business, and I'm gonna triple that, and I'm gonna triple that what I just tripled.
Yeah.
So no, I ain't shake my ass. And I mean, look, even if I did, I'm I'm a grown ass woman.
Oh,
And you know
Jesus.
what? What if I'm out there shaking my ass because I can't deal with the fucking fact that I just gave my only lifeline away? I gave my only backbone away. Like
Mm.
I wake up every day and go to sleep eating, not eating, but breathing children. Like they're always in the same vicinity. I've never been away from my kids except for
I think when she said breathing, I think she meant breeding. That was your biggest problem, was the breeding part. I love how she says she did the stereotypical, oh, let's get it straight. I mean, if I was doing it, I would do it to make money and then I could invest in something. But I'm a grown woman. I do what I want. If I'm gonna shake my butt, I'm gonna shake my butt. I swear, like every time she talks, it comes out more toxic and sounds ass backwards. You can't make this up. This is not the actions of a person that lost the extension of their being. Not one bit.
when the same people who are saying they had my kids are the same ones who falsely have my kids taken away from me. I fought for a year and a half to get my kids back just for these people to send me back a letter saying all the allegations that were against you were found unsubstantiated.
Mm.
So I'm actually still working with lawyers because yes, I do have a lawsuit in hand. I mean, so like everybody's about to get a piece of the pie of that they had. It's just gonna be my kids at the end of the day eat what pretty much shouldn't eat it. So I guess
Mm.
crazy ass analogy, but you know, um,
That's what it is for you.
but it's like honestly, with or without like this exposure, it's crazy that my exposure having came from me having to do one of the hardest things in my life. Because one of the biggest things is they said I had like posted it for attention. I would obviously if they I don't know
Yes, you did.
the people who seem to be so invested, they're not invested enough because they obviously didn't see my videos prior to that, crying out for hours for help. Like,
No, you're missing the point, or you're trying very hard not to. When people do that, they don't want people knowing about that. When women do that, they don't pick up a camera and show themselves the entire time. Real mothers would be bawling because they don't want to make that decision. Now, I don't respect them any more than I do you, a little bit more than you. But let's be real. People who go on TikTok and they're doing something or talking about their relationship or how bad their kids are and going to CPS to drop off their kids, you're doing it for attention. I understand that education isn't high in the ghetto, but everyone else knows that attention-seeking whores like yourself, oh, you're 100% doing that. You can keep pretending, but we all know it.
they don't know I cried out for years for help. Like, actually, the cops
You're an
actually called
adult,
the dad.
and you're an adult. You're an adult. Work, crying for help. You're an adult. Pull yourself from your bootstraps, I guess.
And a lot of people are like, oh, the dads keep trying to call her and trying to get them. They probably are now that it's viral, but literally 20, 30 minutes before I walked into CPS, they was telling the cops, no, we don't want them. The twins that, oh, we don't want them. Me
See?
and my baby mom, we got.
Don't even know if that's what they said.
And I'm like, why the fuck y'all having more kids? You're not even trying to take care of the ones you got now. But it's, I'm not trying to bash nobody. I'm only telling my story. So the truth can never be a diss. So if you salty about the pages that you wrote in my book, maybe you might want to change your character. Oof. I'm sorry, like I ain't the one. Okay. So it's like.
Okay.
Remember,
now
she's upset that she gave up her kids.
You know, obviously there has been a lot of negativity, but let's talk about positivity really quick. Yeah. Let's talk about literally the people who have reached out to you and said that they see you. Has anybody notable or someone we would know have reached out to you?
Yeah, actually, I've been in contact with a couple of people. Luckily for me, I'm only just going one day at a time, taking it a step. But I do have some people, who's reached out. Mona Scott has reached out.
Wow.
Oh goodness, some artists, Eli Frost, Wook. I talked to Ugly Money Nietzsche, and I've actually been talking to him for quite some time behind the scenes, and he's always just been trying to motivate me, push me. He's been a decent support. Spiritually, like trying to help me keep that mindset. And even just a couple, newly signed artists, and just even artists from our city,
and even I was gonna say, and I've seen a lot of support as well as negatively, even online. So I
That's
love
the
that
sad
for you
part.
because it's important that you get support, because a lot of
Who do you
us
think those people
don't
were?
ask for help and don't receive it. So I want to commend you. I wanted to say that, listen, I wanted to give you a platform where you could speak freely and not be judged. I want it to be an open space for you here at Power, especially because we're in your hometown. But if people want to help you, if people want to donate, what do you need for your kids? How can people help you after seeing this video and make sure that your kids actually get back to you?
Honestly, just like I've said, I've posted, my Cash App, my PayPal. Y'all probably think I'm probably about to go live it up in Miami. No, I'm not. No, I'm about to take that money. I've actually had two businesses with the state that I've been trying to open. One was my skincare business, and the other one was my clothing line. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna invest that money into my business, because at the end of the day, all of this is coming back to my kids. Because when I leave this earth, I'm trying to create generational wealth.
Oh yeah.
So they can be
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my kids. We do need some clothes, because we did just, well, not just, but like, I want to say back in September, I had some crazy ass stuff, and my landlord, he, scammed me, did all type of crazy stuff. So I didn't have what I needed to go get that truck and stuff at that moment, and I walked away from everything. And
First boyfriend was a narcissist. He died of an overdose. She went to court because apparently they thought that maybe she killed him. Gave up her kids to child support. The other guys were no good. Got raped twice. The landlord was doing some shady stuff. Ever notice that every time they come up with stories, this is a thing that police call an orgy of evidence? It's when everything just seems to match up, as if it's all this stuff matches up to one thing and says this has got to be it. You know why they say it's not believable? Because it's not believable. You're putting up way too much into your story for sob stories to make people feel sorry for you, but it sounds too much, too fake, and too much. Everything is just going wrong for you. Like, there's no explanation behind your kids being dropped off.
Said, it's fine, baby. We gonna build back up, and we did. And of course, messing with JFS, that's still up in the air. But then I'm not gonna say it's just JFS, because my landlord, they actually was putting siding on my house. They caught my house on fire. So I lost my work from home job.
See, now our house caught on fire.
So he's like, I was like, hey, I got another job. You just gotta wait till the 16th. He's like, we're not gonna wait till the 16th. And I'm like, but it's y'all's spot. Like, I don't know. So I don't know. But I mean,
so you posted your tell everybody your Cash App.
It's Alexis Wright 23.
Okay. And then where can they find you on social media?
My Instagram is Lamborghini_Lex, also known as Queen Stack.
All right, I'm done with this. All right. I'm going to be really honest with you. Any of you dumbasses give her any money, you're an idiot. Any of you simps give her money, you're an idiot. Because I know that you just want to get all up in that whole ghetto hood rap. And all you females that want to be out here talking that nonsense and want to support her and all that extra nonsense, you people are the problem. Women like this, breeding like breeding vessels, are the problem why we have the problems that we have today. So I just want to go over a few of the comments because I thought this was like, be for real. I'm assuming that's what that says. You're asking for a cash app and money for your business, skincare and clothing line at that. All while you're chilling, doing interviews while your kids are scared and confused with strangers. Exactly. She had 11 years to get on birth control. After that first child, now she wants an education and decides she can't parent. My point exactly. You know, men can't do that. They can't just abandon their children. There's actually repercussions. And the ones that women who don't do it is usually for pookies. For some reason, y'all don't ever go after pookies. But when it's a dude that wants to be in your kid's life and he's moved on and doesn't want to deal with you, somehow magically you can find the courage. She absolutely did not deserve an interview. This was trash. She needs to be getting an interview from Indeed and Indeed only. Praise be. This came from a woman. Thank goodness. Ladies, stop having so many children you cannot provide for. It will save yourself and your babies from going through this. Get your life together before you add more humans into the mix. Exactly. And it's ridiculous, like the Cash App. And everyone's calling out. She's not trying to get them back. She gave them away. Don't send her money. She's by herself now. Y'all better not send her nothing. This came from another woman, another black woman. Thank goodness. Praise be, blessed be thy fruit. How is she so happy and chill without them kids? All they're gonna know is they weren't worth it to keep. Sorry. Exactly. That's what they're gonna be knowing. I have 8 kids, 0 help, and I stand on business. I've done what was necessary for my kids with my kids. Praise be. Listen, I have no problem with a single mother that does what she got to do. She ain't going online talking about, I'm strong, I don't need a man, nothing. The cards were dealt the way they were. They keep to themselves and they stand on business. They're not out here on internet to get into, TikTok sensation or be liked by people. They go out there and do their thing. And I amend you. Not every woman goes out with a Pookie and Ray Ray, and not everyone finds out that the guy wasn't good enough for him, or maybe the stars didn't align or whatever. But I respect the ones that can do it on their own and fight the good fight and keep their kids. This woman's a piece of trash. Why are we giving interviews to losers? Exactly. No one is saying how this is going to affect the kids. Exactly. This is why UFOs don't talk to us. This black interviewer is part of the problem, associating this lady with the word of accountability. So, like, you gave her a safe place to communicate and talk about your problems. You didn't basically explain jack squat. You came up with a whole bunch of fabricated stories about how this happened and that happened. And it was just kept going down that list over and over again. Oh, I didn't do anything. This happened. I didn't do anything. This happened. And it just kept happening over and over again. I'm surprised I kept it together. Maybe because I had a few drinks. But anyway, that's her. And trust me, I'm not saying do not go and attack her platform. Don't go on there. But I want you to go onto her TikTok and see the look of a woman who basically is scorned and hurt that she lost her kids. You're going to be surprised how happy she is. This doesn't look like a person that is saddened and hurting deep down inside who lost a piece of herself. This is like someone that got tired of things, made bad decisions, and knows that this country will just allow you to abandon your kids as long as you have a vajayjay. And that's one of the problems. I better not see any of you morons giving her no money or help. She needs to struggle. She needs to struggle and run with it. Just like you guys had that beef for shits and giggles, I want you to have the same beef you have for her. At least the difference is they never try to hurt people. This woman is irresponsible and should never have kids.